In today's video, we wanted to talk about finances. I know a lot of you guys have been asking, how do we afford to do this? How do you do this? How much does it cost? How much do I have to spend when I do this? So this video is going to be all about finances, our monthly budget, our income, our expenses, bills, everything. So to start it off, everyone's monthly finances are going to be very different when you live on the road, depending on what type of vehicle you're in. You could be in an RV, in a van, depends on your gas mileage, how much you're going to spend on gas. It depends on how much you're going to spend on gas, how far you're traveling, how you're traveling, and where you're staying.
But the really cool thing about living on the road is just how much control you have over your monthly expenses. Yeah. I feel like that's a very unique thing on the living situation. And we definitely try to live under our means. And you never know, because the thing is, you never know when you're going to have a major breakdown or you're going to run into a situation you just weren't planning, and it was just completely unexpected. Yeah.
There's tons of unexpected things that could happen when you're living in a house too. It's just, this could be a lot more expensive because it's a car. I don't know. I guess health things could happen.
I think just living under your means, no matter what your situation is probably a smart thing. But you don't want to have your house or vehicle be completely broken down. Right. You have to be able to fix that because it's not just your vehicle, it is your house. Yeah. But the thing that is really cool for us is that since moving into the RV, we've actually cut our personal expenses about in half since moving out of the house we were living in California. Yeah,
and it won't be like that for everyone. We moved from Southern California, a 4-bedroom house. So this was definitely a financial gain for us because everything, and Southern California is just so expensive, ridiculously expensive. All of our bills are cut in half, our rent, everything is just cut in half.
And when we say rent, we're talking about
So let's get into the monthly expenses when you live on the road.
Okay, so we wanted to do a complete breakdown about what's a month's average expenses. And again, like we said, this changes from month to month depending on our plan and what we're doing and where we're staying and going. All of that stuff kind of varies the expenses, but this is an average month. So to start
into the nitty-gritty,
let's first talk about food. So for us, we try to eat in the RV or at our campsite as much as possible. We shop at the local grocery stores and we make sure that our fridge is stocked so that we're not out of food, and we always have food in the RV. Of course, we also still like to have the occasional meal out, and we definitely enjoy our good food. So
we're foodies.
So the average amount we budget for each month for food is about $500. Next, a really important expense is all of your insurances. So you have all your vehicle insurances, you have your health insurance, you have maybe life insurance. So what we spend for all of our insurance is about $350.
Yeah, which is pretty low.
Yeah,
actually.
I know, it's great.
So and with health insurance, some people, we have a very low cost because we have a very low plan, a high deductible because we're both healthy. June is insured with a really good plan, but we are both healthy. We have the lowest plan, so it's a cheaper premium.
June is also healthy, but we just have to give her a higher plan for ourselves.
Because she goes to the doctor more.
Yeah.
So next is utilities. So utilities are very different when you live on the road because there's a lot of them that are kind of free, and some of them are lumped into different areas. So basically for utilities, we have our propane, which is about $30 a month. We have our internet, so that we can upload videos and watch movies.
Internet on our phones.
Yeah, internet on our phones. We don't have satellite internet. You can get satellite internet. It's really expensive. But we do internet on our phones, so we have the most expensive Verizon plan because we use a lot of data uploading videos. So our phone bill's around $200. But that's for unlimited data, so that's pretty good. You Canadians out there get screwed by cell phone plans. Us, we're really lucky. And then the other utilities like water's free. Fresh water, you fill up your fresh water. Sewage is usually free. Sometimes there's a $5 charge. But
you can usually find a free spot.
Yeah, you can usually find free ones. And then what else is there for normal? Propane is our gas.
electricity, we run the generator.
Yeah, so for our electricity, we run the generator. So that is kind of rolled into gas, which we will get to soon.
Yeah.
So our total for utilities is about $230 with just propane and internet.
Yeah.
Next is kind of a little expense, but it's important. It's our subscriptions to like our software and stuff. So you have like your Netflix, your Amazon. We have like our Adobe suite to edit pictures and do all that. So that's about $50 a month with all of our subscriptions together. But it is for work too. So you could, and you definitely don't have to have Netflix and Amazon. So this entire section you could technically like cut, but we keep it for work wise and sanity wise if we need a break and watch a video. So the next category of our expenses is any debt, and by that I mean your credit cards, your student loans, your car payments, or your RV payment if you're making one. I would highly recommend, when we did our van trip, we bought it outright and then renovated it so that we wouldn't have a payment every single month. This one, we're borrowing my parents' RV. Thank you so much.
I know. Thank you.
So, because we didn't know if this was going to work for us. We weren't really sure what our next steps were after this, and they weren't using it. So they said, yeah, sure, you can use it. So we're kind of saving on that route. But if you do have to buy an RV, I would say try to stay away from payments, because then that's another payment you have to make. However, we have to make a payment on our car. We have student loans, and we have credit card. All of that combined is about $500, give or take. Just really depends on how big of a payment we want to make on our credit card.
Finally, the big one is what we consider our rent, and that includes all the gas that we spend while traveling on the road, both for the RV and the Subaru, and for any fees of campsites we decide to stay at. So whether that's just a normal campsite, or if that's like a fancy RV park, which is pretty expensive, all of that is tied into what we consider our rent, and we average about $1,000 a month.
Yeah, which is a little high, but the RV gets like 8 miles to the gallon. We're also driving a Subaru, which actually does really good. Like,
I know.
Out of all of that, about 150 of that is for the Subaru.
Yeah.
It takes like nothing. And then we just really try to stay in free campsites. You guys can do it. If you find them, you can stay in free campsites, and it is awesome. Or just cheap campsites.
Yeah. The sun is going down. It's starting to get dark in here, if you can't tell in the video. I just wanted to... It looks so dramatic. I can see on the camera now. But okay, so the total finale of like an average month expense...
We have the dramatic lighting going.
Our average expenses is about $2,600 to $3,000.
Yeah, which is really good, I think. I mean,
I think it's great.
That is an amazing number. It's really doable, and obviously that flexes with how comfortable you want to be on the road.
I think you could make it a lot less depending on your personal situation, and I think it could easily be a lot more depending on your preference.
Right. So you're probably wondering, like, how do you afford this? What do you do so that you can pay all of these expenses on the road? Well, for us personally, obviously our income comes through these videos from YouTube, and we are also small business owners. So we have these two sources of income. We have really managed to make it work for us, and you guys support us. So it's really awesome that we can do this, and we are so fortunate and lucky that we can do this. It wouldn't be possible without you guys. So
I know.
You guys are a part of this.
You guys are helping to make this happen.
Yeah.
And just technology in general, to be able to like work on the road was something that was like non-existent for so long. It's a new thing still, and I think it's awesome how many people are out there taking advantage of it, because it is such a cool thing. Right.
And we just created our own business that we can also do on the road. So it's really cool. We're really lucky, very fortunate. We're having a great time. I hope you guys are having a great time watching the videos. We're enjoying making them for you. Let us know down in the comments if you want more videos like this, like more how-tos and more informative on how to live on the road.
Yeah.
Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Be right back.